Hello everybody, this is Michael from Valor Recon here, today with another Valorant news video. In today's video, we have two seemingly random and different pieces of news. The first one is about an upcoming skin, and the second one is about the next agent. So let's start with that skin. So, Valorant Champions, the biggest tournament in Valorant history, is coming soon, and with it, obviously, Riot is trying to hype it up and do a bunch of stuff with it. So they revealed this anthem that was going to play throughout the tournament, and it's pretty awesome. You guys should check it out. But they kind of talked about when you'd hear this anthem, and the following was said. According to Riot, this year's Valorant Champions Tour final will be Die For You. It'll be played at various points throughout. When the final kill is recorded on a map, the Die For You music video will appear. When players look at the exclusive championship skin for the popular Valorant Vandal rifle, the anthem will play. Sounds like we'll be parting with our hard-earned VP. So that's a quote from the article. I'll link that in the description down below if you want to check that out. But essentially what this is saying is that there is going to be a Valorant Champions kind of skin line. And so I think it's kind of cool. I don't know what this necessarily entails other than there is a Vandal for it. Is this something you get for watching Champions? I highly doubt that. I mean, they have never done rifle skins for free. It's always been pistol skins. And so I find it highly unlikely that it's like that. So more than likely, it will be a paid thing in the shop. But it could also be skins for only people participating in Valorant Champions. Because it says viewing, not using, which, if I were guessing, it would be when you're hovering over it in the shop and in the collection you hear the song. But I mean, it is possible that maybe this is something that only the people there would get, and that would be kind of a big trophy for getting to that point. And so I think that could be really interesting as a concept, but uninteresting for me because I would never ever get to use or experience these skins unless I got up to a really high rank and we're playing with people who went to the VCT. But yeah, so I think this will be really interesting. And will it just be a single Vandal? In the past, I would have said no, but we just saw with Arcane that they did a single Sheriff skin. So it's highly possible that they just released the VCT Vandal, and you get, or the Champions Vandal, and you get it for participating in Champions 2021. And then maybe next year they release something in the same line, and you only get it for participating in Champions 2022 or winning Champions 2022. They could make it extra hard to get. And I think that could be an interesting thing to do. But it also would be somewhat more uninteresting to players because they may not be able to actually get their hands on it. So what do you guys want it to be? Do you think it should be some awesome skin that only a few players get? Or do you want to be able to buy it? I mean, ideally it would be on some sort of pass and everyone can get it for free, but I think that's unlikely. Although if it is not on a pass, I really hope it has some sort of effect. It'd be kind of cool if maybe if you bought it after Champions was done, you got like a buddy with the logo of the team that won. That could be kind of cool too, but I'm excited for Champions. I hope you guys are as well, and this is just kind of getting me more excited for that. All right, so let's talk about the next agent. Valor Leaks on Twitter basically said, hey, there is an initiator in development. So this news story is a little bit simpler, but he said this is something they're working on. It may not be the next one, but it could be the one after that. And I think this means a couple of things. So first off, I hope it's not next because we just got the initiator with KO. And before that, we had Astra, and before that, Yoru, and then Sky. So we've gotten a lot of initiators. As much as we already have 5 duelists, was kind of hoping for another duelist, one that would be slightly more meta than Yoru, because I find it highly uninteresting that every game I play has a Reyna and a Jett, and so I think it would be kind of interesting to have another meta pick along those lines, as much as I don't want another overpowered character, because then you probably just run into 3 of them. I'm just kind of hoping that, now, obviously they can make an initiator that's very different from KO and Sky, but I'm really hoping that the next one is something that's not an initiator, saying that the character before Chamber was that. So I'm hoping for a controller or a duelist, really. And so I'm really hoping for a controller just because I do feel like the meta has kind of formed to the point where if you're on map X, you use this controller, map Z, use this controller, and I'd like if there was a little bit more diversity in that. And part of that could be just buffing Omen instead of, introducing a new controller, but I think that something needs to be done because it's like, oh yeah, if you're playing Icebox, you're playing Viper. If you're playing Ascent, you're playing Astra. And so adding a little bit more diversity to controllers would be great. Also, as a controller main, I have a slight bias here. But yeah, I want to know what you guys all think in the comments down below. What do you want the role of the next agent to be? If it is an initiator, what do you want its theme to be? If it's coming next act, but that was another thing I was going to mention. If they're already working on the one after the next champion, which I know, or champion, next agent, they already do that, but the fact that it's being implemented into game files probably means that we might be getting the next agent next act instead of having to wait 2 acts like we've had to for the last couple. I hope that's the case. We've yet to go an act release without a character or a map, and I really don't see a map happening. We have like no hints at that. So again, let me know what your thoughts on the Valorant Champions skins, what you want those to look like, as well as the next character. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.